Hey Divas Divos, I just want to come in and do a everyday brow. Like, this is a little bit more bolder than what I want it to be, but I kind of break down on how the brow is. Like, I kind of show you how to groom your brow and shape your brow, and then do more a brow that is going to be defined and frame your face, because that's all essentially you want to do. You just want to frame your face. And the tools that you're going to need is a spoolie, a razor, something to do your eyebrows with. This is the L'Oreal Stylist and Definer, and then some small scissors. And yeah, I go in on how I like to do my brows, and yeah, that's it, Divas and Divos. First off, hi to my new subscribers. Thanks for watching, rating, subscribing, all that jazz. And yeah, let's go ahead and roll that beautiful baked bean footage. So let's go ahead and drop everything. So let's go ahead and just, let me zoom in maybe. Hold on, let me zoom in. All right, so the brow. If you notice, my brow, it has two different shapes, and that's fine because not everybody brow is shaped alike. So what I want to do is just brush it up first. I want to brush up first. Actually, let me brush down first because I want to see what shape I want to give it, or what shape it's given, or what I can do with my brow first off. And what I'm going to do is look at the tail bit and the beginning of the bit. So I see how this is, and it slants down. This one's a little bit higher, this one's a little bit fuller, which is all right. This one is fuller up at the top in the beginning, and then this one isn't. Again, it's all right. So what I want to do is just take off a little bit of these hairs, and I'm just going to, just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is just brush this down, just to see how clean that's going to look. And it doesn't have to be so precise and so clean. I just want to get what excess hairs that's not a part of the family, the outsiders, is what I'm looking at. Sorry if I'm not in frame. Okay, so that looks good. That's looks like what I want. And what I'm going to do is just do this brow as well. And it's not much hair that I am taking off, if you notice. I'm just going to brush down and see what I have left. Now we're going to go ahead and brush them up. And all I want to do is clean off what's going on under here. These bits under here is what I want to take care of. And this bit under here. So what we're going to do is just clean that up just a little. And just clean that up. And I'm not trying to be all precise or anything. I just want to take just the excess off of it. Now I'm going to brush it up again, and I don't have too many hairs that's out of whack, but these hairs that's sticking up right here away from everything else is what I want to trim off. So we're going to hold that there. So that hair here is what I just want to cut off. Sorry, I am using the camera other than this mirror here. Hold on, let's see. I just want to cut this piece off, just the top bits. Okay, and there we go. So let's do this other brow here. So this is how I typically groom my brow. Now I want to go ahead and just define and shape my brow to give my face balance. And I'm not gonna do much because it's really not much to do, because we've already laid down a pattern for our brow. So what I am going to do is probably mark it here that I want to stop here and stop here. Take a look at it. Look at it again. That looks good. So, and basically, well, I have the hotline today, don't I? So we're just going to fill this in some. And all I want to do is just lightly fill it in, just where I have some gaps and no hair. And I'm also using the spoolie that's attached to this so I can just kind of blend it in. And I'm just lightly going. See where there's like a little dip here? I'm just going to lightly fill this in and bring it out. Like I'm barely touching my skin. Sorry, I thought I was in frame. Let me back up. Let me zoom out some. Right. Okay, and let's do the other brow. and just wipe off what I think. And I like to look at two ways, so I'm just going to look here and definitely look at this one here, and know that all eyebrows are not the same. You can just get them as close as possible, and that's all I strive for them to look as close as possible, similar as possible. Just a little here. All right, so now it's 3 o'clock. Hold that thought. Oh. All right, so now that we have the shape of the brow, how we have it framed, now this is how I really like my brow, but some people want more of a sculpted look in a brow, so that's where concealer comes into play. So you can either use a concealer that is your tone or something that's lighter. I was going to use this one, but I'm going to use this one, and this is the Veramore concealer, and I'm actually going to prime my eye with this concealer as well, but I'm just going to go under. And I like this concealer because it has a brush attached to it. And just blend it down. And I try to get it to look as soft as possible underneath the eyes. Sometimes it just all depends on what is going on with me. Now sometimes I like to leave it like this because I just want this part to be highlighted, because I really like a natural brow, and you can honestly just give away with this, both this and it looks great. Like, it looks seamless. You don't have, it just looks great. But you can take that extra step and just conceal this top here. And I'm just going to take this brush here and blend it in with my foundation. And what this does, it gives it more of a bolder look. So this is more of a bolder look. This is more of a natural brow. And then and this is typically like how I like to wear my brows. I don't normally like all the concealer up at the top and at the bottom and all that other jazz. I really like this brow versus this brow, but I'm going to make them match. So, and then if you're having trouble, like sometimes people's brows don't match up, this is a great way to make it match up. Because that way you can look and see if there's any other stuff that you want to do. And you do that by filling it in. And there we are. This is my brow. I don't try to make it all sculpted or anything because that's not the look that I'm going for. I'm not into that look anymore. I like my brows. I like the shape of my brows. I love the fact that one is higher than the other. I mean, I just want them to look similar. They're not identical twins. This is who we are. This standards of trying to be this perfect brow. It's crazy. Like, you don't have to have it like that. I'm just loving how my brows look. As long as they look like I have brows, that's all that matters to me. So yeah, Divas and Divos, this is the finished brow. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Peace. Peace and peace.